Um, my name is Bethel and I had transplant but only lasted for 8 years. I'm now back on dialysis, but I'm on home choice, which I'm busy during the day, and I'm dialyzed when I go to bed.
So you've had a kidney transplant that failed.
Yeah.
And what happens to a kidney when it fails? Do they remove it, or tell me what happens?
No, they leave it in, and it'll in years the kidneys will shrink, or actually your own kidneys will shrink and fade away. But I think I still feel transplant kidney in me, unless it's giving me trouble, problems that they will physically, remove it. But no, it's still in.
So you're on dialysis now, and
Yep.
you're on a wet transplant waiting list.
Yep.
Do you know why your kidney failed?
I had urine reflux, and and I'm all lucky that I wasn't a diabetic or any other what's known to, link me to the kidney disease. But it's a reflux which could have changed when I was, a little girl. But where I come from, the medical medicines, it was like, just give you 2 aspirin and a Band-Aid and send you away. There's no doctors at all. So, yeah, it was pretty hard. But I just, grew up with that problem until it corrected itself when I was late 30s. Yeah.
So do you know why your transplant failed?
My transplant failed. No, there was really a stressed and difficult period I was going through, and it's a stress that get to you, that really get to the bottom of everything, really. So it's wise to stay happy and look at it, silver lining in the cloud, like you always got to be. If there's any problem or any matters. Family matters that need, to work out, you just walk away from it and come back tomorrow. Like, don't take everything on your shoulder all at once. Think things out, and gradually, you'll make sense the next day. I think that's where I've seen most of the patients, where they're stressing out, like they don't understand what the doctors are saying, and the medication, the diet, they'd be saying, well, why should I go on that, on this particular diet or, medication? Didn't I just had a transplant? Are my kidneys working all right? Well, it's always why, what if, why? All these questions, they get so confused and stressed out, and that's when they just, some of them give up.
Can you remember take us through your kidney transplant procedure when you had it 8 years ago?
Yes, I had a phone call from Dr. Ely, and she said, well, we got a kidney available for you. You're coming in? This is Christmas Eve night. And I got everything planned for Christmas, and I sort of hesitate, and I sort of go, oh, hang on a second, I've got all these planned for tomorrow. Will that spoil everything, And she said, what's up to you? Then I talked with my husband, and he said, well, if you miss this one, you're going to have to wait another 12 years or whatever to get another kidney. And I sort of hummed and hummed, oh no, Christmas tomorrow, I want my present, I want to open my present. So. But at the end, yes, I did went in. There was about 1 o'clock in the morning when they rang me. And it was a lovely Christmas present. Almost like, well, not almost, it was a second chance I had. I was ever so grateful when I wake up and everything was working and all the plumbing was, doing all right, yeah.
Did you have any setbacks at all after the operation?
After the operation, no. The only setback I had was 36 hours later they found out the kidney that they gave me, the transplant kidney, had a cyst on it, but they've already cut a bit or biopsy and send it down to a pathologist. And 36 hours later they come up, say, stop everything, stop the, antisuppression and everything. Only thing I did was just cry, say, please don't hurt me. I don't mind you going through. I don't mind going through transplant, but don't hurt me. So to think that I have to go all over again, the pain and yeah. But yeah, at the end of it, I come out. I was very, very grateful. I say a prayer, say thank you for the second chance. I can feel the difference, like the taste-wise, and yeah, and the waterworks, everything was, working perfectly. And
You say you can feel a difference taste-wise. You can taste better.
well, it was like you can taste and smell everything that's good for you now. I mean, not smell and taste. It's everything that when you're sick, on a dialysis, everything will taste, not as good. But to think that, go have a transplant and everything you appreciate and you just, want to eat everything. Like, oh, this tastes wonderful. I'm not sure whether that, appreciation of, you're being alive and you just had a brand new, set of life. But everything I looked at it, I thought, well, this is second chance. Now I'm going to do it right this time.
It sort of gives you a better appreciation of life, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thinking back and thought, yes, I wasn't taking my medication and I wasn't, stick to my diet, and from now on I want to know everything. And which I did. I asked all sorts of questions, and the renal staff was very kind, and the dietitian to tell me, what's food what, and yeah.
Did you find they made their instructions easy to understand, or were they too technical?
Oh, they do, but what I don't understand, I'll sort of very nicely just say, you please run it by me one more time, make sure that I do understand. And yeah, and I'll make sure that, we're talking about the same thing, the same food, and what's that, means to me to have. So, yeah.
Well, after you came out of hospital, did you have someone to care for you?
Well, I had my daughters. Well, the youngest one was, I think she was only 3 or 6 then. But the oldest one, but she was going to school, and yeah, I'd been going to work, and yeah, I think I was all right when I came out. After the transplant, when I get home, I want to take it easy, but at the same time, I'm the mother of the house and I want to look after, run the household. So yes, which, trying to make it easy for me not to carry heavy stuff, or, look out for things like that. I just had an operation and a transplant, so I wasn't going to go and, mop the whole house up and stuff like that. But yeah, easy things, cook dinner, yeah.
If you had to give advice to someone who was in the same boat as you, what would you say to them?
I would say, go ahead by all means, do other transplants, but make them aware that this is just a break from dialysis. Transplant's not the cure. It's just up to that you look after yourself by eating properly, exercise, and take your medication. You'll find you'll have a longer life. Don't be afraid. If you know that you had a family history of kidney disease or diabetes-related kidney disease, by all means go and check your check up with your doctor, with your GP. And the earlier you get, find out that you've got renal problem, the earlier you'll get in, and you can actually reverse the disease or slow it up, slow the disease up. So it's only up to you how you want to, look at it. Do you want the disease to control your life, or you control it? So you gotta plan it out. I'm not ready to chuck in a bucket yet, so yeah. So everybody should think, think like that. Yeah, admit to themselves that, they want to live longer.